Come on! Are you stupid? Mystic Ma in the mud. Hold that, you specky, malnourished, little skinny nerd. Yeah? Everybody's getting it today. Hold. Get it. Nottingham Forest 0, Chelsea 1. Let me tell you something. For the small population of people that were preying on our downfall today, whether you were a rival or, I cannot believe I'm about to say this, but there are a few minute, nasty, fucking Chelsea fans that would rather be proven right than put the club first and actually just be happy for our success. And this is, Champions League, but be happy for our progression because you'd rather say, I told you so. You lot need to hold serious corn. You have to be mudded emphatically, bombastically, drastically, fantastically. I could not be more happy to be wrong in my prediction in that video that I thought we'd draw. What an incredible performance. What an incredible defensive display. That was proper Chelsea. That was organization, concentration, competency, and collective effort. That's what it was. We didn't need to rely on people today. We had a fantastic final day. Don't get me wrong. Aston Villa red card, 2-0 down. Newcastle losing at home to Everton. Taking Nottingham Forest at their own ground. But we did it on our own terms. And that's what I've always wanted us to do. I would have liked us to do it a bit earlier, but that's what we ended up doing today. And we were so close to hitting that 70 points, which was what my target was for this group at the start of the season. But 69, pause, we will take it. Job done. Job done. It was never about doing it pretty. And it hasn't been about doing it pretty for quite a few weeks now. We've had those 1-0 wins. We've had those professional jobs against Tottenham at home, United at home, this game where you've just had to get the job done. We know this team at its very best can be the entertainers, can get a high volume of goals and concede a high volume too. But it's about time we started winning 1-0. That is what Chelsea were based upon. That is the Jose Mourinho, we mustn't lose. I don't want to put pressure on you to win. I don't want to put the pressure, but we cannot lose. We cannot lose. That is locked in today. And yes, we went with the mentality of do not concede, build from the base that is the defense, where the clean sheets are consistent, and go from there. It wasn't easy. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't pretty. The first half, Nottingham Forest, you could say, the better team in terms of their kind of field tilt, some people will say, but in serious terms, they were the ones that were probing more. They were in our area more. They were in our defensive third more. They were on top. But we had a couple of chances, right? Neto doesn't really connect with it very well over the bar. We were trying to create things, but we weren't really in control of proceedings. We were having to do a lot of defending. But boy, did we defend. And man of the match, I don't know. I'd rather call it many men of the match because I want to give the man of the match to Tosin and to Levi Colwell. I want them to share it. Sharing is caring. I want them to take it and, 1 week in your house, 1 week in your house, 1 week in your house, 1 week in your house. Just keep passing it back and forth. The way these two defended at centre-back today was absolutely admirable. That is what a proper centre-back pairing is meant to look like. And I've said it with Levi Colwell before. He's had his bumps in the road. He's had his up and downs. But you have to understand he's a young defender. He's learning along the way as well. He's still developing. Most centre-backs don't peak until their late 20s, early 30s. At least give them until they're 25. He's still developing and learning and improving. So what does that mean? That means you need an unks. You need an elderly statesman alongside him to guide him and to give him the right path to follow. And Uncle Tosin today at centre-back, wow. Wow. And Chalobah's had these performances as well when he's come in recent weeks. But that decision from Maresca to just go with an extra bit of aerial, dominance in Tosin, and it worked a treat. Because you are dealing with Chris Wood. Because we were dealing with cross after cross after cross after cross. And it was dealt with immaculately. Concentration levels were at the top level. Every single ball that came into the box, people are there. Everything's getting blocked. Everything's getting intercepted. Everything's getting, cleaned up, taken out. Anyone who's got to be shoulder to shoulder. Even Reece James early on, out of position a little bit, last-ditch challenge on Gibbs White, I believe, gets the timing perfectly spot on. Wow. Colwell, I don't know if that's his first goal of the season in the Premier. I'm pretty sure it is. Massive goal. Massive goal. Pedro Neto across the box, tapping for Lever Colwell back post. Massive, massive goal. A goal in the end that we didn't need. We didn't need it. We would have been fine with a point. But I'm so glad that we did it on our terms. We didn't have to look over our shoulders. We didn't have to rely on anybody else. We did it on our own terms. We done it our way, the right way, the Chelsea way. That's the type of performance that shows boys becoming men. That's the type of performance that develops players' mentality. Not just technically, not just physically, mentally. And bring me more, serve me more. I'm eating. That's scrumdiddlyumptious. Servings right there. Really proud. Sanchez today, on point. Sanchez, I don't know. Listen, Bob, I don't know what you're trying to pull. Pull the rug from under my feet. Pull the wool over my eyes. I don't know. These cross collections today, man didn't do no Superman suplex. This brother hoovered and collected and caressed every single cross that came to him. How is that possible? All season long, I've just been seeing push basketballs. But now this game, everything was just like this. It's like, it was almost like it wasn't real. Like I was in some sort of alternate universe. Top performance. Fullbacks, top performances. Top performances throughout. Listen, obviously Sancho, not the best today. Right? The attack, not the best today. But I don't care. I don't care. Substitutions from Maresca were fantastic. I always felt like that Lavia decision was always going to be the main pendulum swinger. And he brought him on for Sancho. And he starts locking things up. He's bringing on Gusto. He's bringing on Dewsbury Hall. He's put Palmer false nine. He's starting to put defenders on that pitch to suffocate and finish off that game. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy with that. Honest to God, I'm so happy. I said to everybody at the beginning, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a nervy day. Pray to whatever God you believe in. And if you don't believe in God, find God. Find God, because you're going to need him. I'm not going to say we didn't need help. We got help. But it was a lot more comfortable in the end than I thought it would be. I was not expecting those other teams to bottle it, to literally be nervous Nellies and drop the bag. Newcastle at home to Everton losing is blasphemy. Aston Villa 10 men and losing, and maybe a bit of a robbery on the goal from Watkins, is bamboozling. But hey, we love it all the same. And people were praying on our downfall today. Make no mistake, they were queuing up like 100 man for Bonnie Blue. They were queuing up for the Bonnie Blues. But listen, blue is the colour. Football is the game. We're all together. Winning is our fucking aim, motherfuckers. Yeah? Come on! And now, director, you under pressure. There's no excuse. You see, if we had got Europa League, you could have come with these little targets and we can't attract the Champions League players and the wages and... Bring me my Osimhen. Bring me my Rodrigo. Bring me my ball carriers, my game changers, my bullet headers, my leaders, my authoritarians. Bring me everything I need to not only compete in the Champions League and qualify again for it whilst playing in it, but also to try and stop Liverpool, who are signing Florian Wirtz, and I'll have a video out as soon as it's 100% confirmed, from doing back-to-back. That's what should be in your heads. That's what should be playing on your minds. You're watching Liverpool today lift a Premier League title. Don't think that this is success. This is a step in the right direction, but this is not success. Success is lifting shit. Success is parades, unfortunately, that happen at the Lane, yeah? On a Friday. Success is Palace, FA Cup, lifting shit. Confetti. That's success. So this is a step in the right direction. And 100% get your shit off if you're a player right now and you want to say something in an interview and say, hey, talk your shit if you wish. I ain't got no problem with the players. As you already know, I ain't focused on the manager. Credit to Maresca. He's got us into the Champions League. It wasn't as comfortable as it could have been. It wasn't easy, but he's got us into the Champions League. In his first season in the Premier League as a rookie, he's got us into the Champions League. Objective complete. Go and lift something. Go and see some armpits on Wednesday in Poland. But you directors don't go anywhere because now you've got no excuse. Owners, don't go anywhere. No excuse. Champions League money. Jordan kit deals. I want to shop on Oxford Street now. If this was Monopoly, put me on Oxford Street and get me a hotel. I want to see a Jordan shop on Oxford Street for the Chelsea. Fashion, flamboyant, bring it. Bring the big sponsorship. CEO. Under pressure. Head of business. Head of marketing. Under pressure. Put zeros in our accounts. Put big figures in our banks. I want to see big deals. I want to see sponsors. I want to see progression and projections. I want to see it all. No excuse. Players have got it now. Managers got it. Now you go get it. This summer, go get me what we need. Needle movers. Yeah? Needle movers. Big up the boys. Big up the boys. This was a big game. And you delivered. This was the one. And you handled your business. I'm very proud of the performance, honest to God. So, you lot are all off the hook. Man upstairs, don't bring me Garnacho. Don't bring me Gittins. And don't bring me no foolishness. Go get the big boys. We're watching you. Love and guidance, guys. Make sure you smash up the likes, subscribes. And I will see you guys next time. So, champion!